Welcome back, my dear students. So in this lecture we will solve some of the problems related to the topic moment of inertia from the module 4. Okay, I will solve some important problems to demonstrate how to solve, but you have to practice in your home by solving different types of problems, so that you will be guaranteed to take the marks from your exams. So you will get practiced. Okay, only important problems ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, ತರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡಿ ನೀವೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲೀರಿ. ಫೈನ್. So I'll try to complete all the concepts. Okay, based on all the concepts I'll try to select the problems. So if you understand the problems which I am going to do now, so it's enough for you, but please practice more number of problems so that you will be perfect. So see here, find the moment of inertia along the horizontal axis passing through the centroid of the section. So we have to find the moment of inertia of this section. Okay, passing through the centroid of the section. We have to we don't know actually where is the centroid. We have to find the centroid. Okay, so what we do, so same as we did in the centroid chapter. So I'll take a reference axis. I'll name as this 1 axis, and this one is 2 so I'll consider 1 and 2 axis. Okay, so next step, what is that? We have to see either the figure is symmetrical or not. By seeing this figure I can tell that this figure is symmetrical about y axis, right? The figure is symmetrical about y axis. Because it is symmetrical about y axis, I can find the value of one of the value. What is that? Same, x bar is equal to, what is the highest, means what is the highest breadth in the x axis? It is 400. So 400 by 2. So I already got the x bar. So here also we have to find x bar, y bar, so that at the end we can solve the moment of inertia of the whole figure. So why is this? Because y axis is symmetrical. Okay, so now we will go to the traditional way. What we have to find? Y bar is equal to summation of ay divided by summation of a, so that we have to find the area of all the components, area into distance, and for moment of inertia, area into y square we also have to find. So here we will get one extra column to find a into y square, that is to sigma a square. So we will see, however the problem comes, we will go accordingly with that. Okay, so I'll tabulate the column. So first one is the component. So let me write. So I noted down the tabular column. Component area is distance of y from the reference axis 1 1. Okay, this is the first moment of area, that is area into perpendicular distance. This is second moment of area, or we can tell moment of inertia, and this is centroid CG. This is what moment of inertia about centroidal axis. Okay, so what we do now, we will divide the whole figure into 3 equal parts, as we can see here. So I'll take this as 1, this as 2, this as 3. So this one rectangle, this is also one rectangle, this is all the shapes are in rectangle. So I know the centroid will come here, for this here and this here. So I'll take this as G1, G2 and G3. So what I want the distance. So this is what y1 and this is x1 for the item number 1. Okay, same as we did in the ditto centroid problem. So first one is the rectangle. So all we got all the values we are getting as the rectangle only. So G1, so G1 is the rectangle. So what is the area? B into D. Okay, so 200 into 75. So please note it. So 200 is the breadth, 75 is the depth. Breadth and depth, 200 into 75. So what is the y distance? It is just 75 divided by 2. So 75 divided by 2, it will be 37.5. okay, so now area into y, first moment of area, 37.5 into, so it is 15,000. so it is, what will be, 562500. so this area into y square, 15,000 into that 75 we have to do. So it will be around 210,93750. so we also know the centroidal axis. so we have already found, ಆಗಲೇ find what ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, moment of inertia of regular frames ಏನು find out ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಏನು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ? I ಇದು. so I is nothing but BD cube by 12. correct. so here B ಯಾವುದು, D ಯಾವುದು? so B is the breadth, D is the depth 75. so which is perpendicular to x axis. so see here, so this is x axis, x axis ಗೆ perpendicular ಇರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? 75. so 75 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 200 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? B ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. so here B is what? 200 into 75 whole cube divided by 12. this is what? centroidal of about xx axis. so Ig value is equal to 7031250. so Ig value, ay square moment of inertia, ay y area. so this is how we do. so second component is also rectangle. I'll take directly as G2. so it is also rectangle. so what is its value? it is 50. so it is overlapped. so it is 50 into 600. so 50 into 600, it will be around, so 30,000. so I want y distance from 1 axis. so what is 1 so ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 75. so 75 plus 600 by 2. so I'll get the midpoint. so 75 plus 600 by 2. so the value is 375. so a into y is, I'll directly write 11251234. this must 0. so a into y square is 4.219 into 10 power 9. so it will be 2.1900. so I reduce to 4.219 into 10 power 9. next Igx value, it is nothing but Ig2. it is also BD cube by 12, but here observe here, so the rectangle is vertical. so what is B now? so B is 50. so this is perpendicular to the x axis. so 50 will be cube. okay, no 50 BD cube. so what is the distance? 600 will be cube. so B is, okay, sorry, I made it too confused. so here BD cube by 12. so same, the depth part will be 600 will be cube. B 50 600 cube by 2. so whenever it changes I will tell you, let you know. so just now whatever breadth is there, you put the breadth as 50, D as 600. okay, so when they ask about y axis, then it will change. till now it will not change. so 50 is the B, 600 is the cube divided by 12. so it will be around 9 into 10 power 8. next, third one is also a rectangle. okay, I'll take as G3. so its value is 50 into 400. so 400 into 50, it will be 20,000. So the value of y from the 1 axis is, so ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 75, 75 plus 600. So here this value I want from here. So 75 plus 600 plus 50 by 2. So 75 plus 600 plus 50 by 2. So it will be around 700. So multiply both, you will get 1400. Okay, next ay square will be 9.8 into 10 power 9. Next this will be bd cube by 12, same. So 50 will be cube, so 400 into 50 cube divided by 12. So the answer will be 41467. This is the answer. So once we got these values, what we have to find? We have to find the total. So total of what? So we want the area total, that is summation of A is 65,000. Next what we want? Summation of AY. Summation of AY is nothing but 2581 2500. Please check once. Okay, then do we want sigma ay square? Yes, I need it. So when I make this total, I get it. Sigma ay square is equal to 1.404 into 10 power 10. So centroidal axis of the whole component will be 9.112 10 power 8. So these are the total IGX, sigma ay, summation of ay square, summation of ay, and this is summation of a. So now what I will do, see here. So what I need to find the moment of inertia along horizontal axis. Before that I will find the y bar value, that is summation of ay by summation of a. It is nothing but 2581 divided by 65,000. So y bar will be equal to 397.11 mm. So x bar I already found it, that is starting it is at 200 mm. So the G is located at x equal to 200, y equal to 397.11. So what I need to find? I need to find the moment of inertia about, so centroidal axis I got it. Moment of inertia about the base or about 1 So that is moment of inertia about 1 axis is equal to IGX summation of IGX plus summation of AY square. So remember this point. So summation of I at 1 axis is equal to summation of IGX, nothing but 9112 into 9.112 10 power 8 plus summation of AY square, this one. So 1.404 into 10 power 10. So moment of inertia about 1 axis will be 1.495 into 10 power 10. What is the unit? mm to the power of 4, which is very important. So idondu remember formula, remember ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿತು. So every problem is like the problem which you already done in the centroid chapter. So I'll go to the second problem. So second problem is we have to find the moment of inertia of the shaded area. So inthau formula inthau another problem bandre, so we have to find the moment of inertia only for shaded area. What we have to do, we will consider the full area, we will find out the value for full area, and we will subtract the value of this circle from that total, so that we can get the moment of inertia of the total area. So our r1 is equal to 50, so r2 is equal to 20. So ಈ ಫಿಗರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, so we don't have any symmetrical axis, right? So how we should divide this component into simple regular frames. So before that I'll write the axis. So at clear bottom I'll take as the axis 1 1. So at clear left side I'll take the value as 2 2. Okay, now so this is semicircle, so this is a triangle, and this is circle. So I'll consider 3 parts. So 1, so in line with this only I'll get this as G1 for the semicircle, and for this triangle, so I'll get here as G2. So for this circle I'll get this as G3. So G1, G2, G3. So this is 100 mm. Maybe this is a right angle triangle, I don't know. Yes, it's a right angle triangle only, I saw the question. So the value of this is also 100 mm. So I'll take an axis, so okay, no problem, and this is x axis if I take at the center. Okay, so don't worry, now we will solve the problem. So we'll directly go to the table. So let me write a table. So before writing the table, let us write what we have to find. So we have to find y bar, that is sigma ay divided by summation of a. I have to find the moment of inertia about x axis. Then I have to find they have also asked to find the radius of gyration along x axis. This is nothing but the radius of gyration. It is given in long text, so I am directly giving you the what is given, what is to be asked. So I'll write the columns. So this is the tabulation column. First of all, we will consider what? We will consider the semicircle. G1, it is the semicircle. So what is the area of the semicircle? It is, so I'll write directly, I will not write the formula. So pi into 50 square divided by 2, so it will be 3927. Okay, so what is the value of r2? R1, it is 50, so pi r square by 2, 3927. Next, the value of y, so this y, so what is that? 4r by 3 pi, correct? The value of y from here, from base, from the x-axis. Okay, so I want this distance. I know this distance is what? 50, because r1 is 50, so this distance I know. So 50 minus, if I take this distance, I'll get the value of the y value. Okay, that is 50 minus 4r by 3 pi. So 4r by 3 pi, if you do, you will get the value as 28.8. so after ay, so 3097.6, if you multiply this both, if we multiply with y square, I'll get around, so 3257210.9. okay, so have the spaces more for ay square and also igx square. So what this happens, so what is the centroidal axis for semicircle? That is 0.11 r to the power of 4. So we solved it, so it will be around 687,500, the value of igx for semicircle. So next one is the triangle. Okay, so G2 is the triangle. So G2 is the triangle. What is that? Half into 100 into 100. So the value of y will be, so the value of y, this one. So from base I want, from base it is 1 by 3. So 100 by 3 plus 50. So 50 plus 100 by 3. Then simplify it. You will get around 5000. It is 83.33. So when I multiply it, I'll get 414 when I multiply again with the distance, I'll get 34720,833. So the IGX will be for what is the moment of inertia of the triangle? It is BH cube by 36. So when I add the value, I'll get around, so 2 6 bulls 7.8 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 2 7 7 7.8. So here value is not important, so you have to make the total and you have to divide, so don't miss out any figures in the numbers. So G1 G2. So what I found out now, this full I got. What I have to deduct? I have to deduct the value of G3. G3 is what? Circle. Okay, so I have to neglect that. I have to subtract. So that value will be, so pi into, so pi r square, right? So this r2 is what? 20 centimeter. So 20 centimeter, it will be 1256.6. So the value of y will be here, circle, so it will be 50. So 50, the value will be same. Ay will be 62831.9. Ay square will be this, just find by calculator. Okay, there is no ಕಷ್ಟ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, everything easy. Just you have to remember the formula. What is the centroid moment of inertia of the circle? Pi r to the power 4 by 4. Substitute now. 12566.3.7. okay, so once we get, we have to find the net values. So what I'll do, I should add plus I have to neglect this, means I have to negative. So plus plus minus 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 for the values. So sigma ay, summation of area will be 7670.4. Summation of ay will be 466932.4. I'll add these two, I'll subtract from them. I'll subtract this one. I'll get 34836,451. Then for central axis, I'll get 333,9614.1. You to calculate, you will get the same answers. Okay, so now what I need to find? I need to find the y bar, ixx, kxx. Just I substitute in the formulas. So what is the formula? Y bar is summation of ay divided by summation of a. What is that? 466,932.4 divided by area was 7670.4. so y bar will be 60.88 mm. Then what I need to find? I needed to find what? Moment of inertia about 1 axis. It's nothing but summation of I into gx plus summation of a into y square. So what I need to find? So this value I got as 333,961.14.1. so this value I got 348364 phi 1. So I moment of inertia about the axis 1 1 is equal to 38176065 mm to the power of 4. So this is the moment of inertia about 1 1 axis. If they tell to find moment of inertia about centroidal axis, what you have to do, you have to use the parallaxis theorem. Nothing but I11 is equal to Ixx plus A into y bar square. So I know this value, what I want, Ixx. So Ixx is equal to I11, what is that, 38176065. This will go that side, that minus area. So area is nothing but 7670.4 into y square 60.88 whole square. Okay, so then what I'll get, Ixx is equal to, so what is the 60 point, this is the value of y bar. How I got this y bar is nothing but the 60.88. so Ixx will be 97,466 and 0.9 mm to the power of 4. Okay, then what I need to find, I need to find the radius of gyration kxx. It is nothing but Ixx by area. Just substitute, add the value 6690.9. what is the area, total area we have to find, we have to register, we have to enter, that is 35.65 mm is the radius of gyration of that figure. So this is how we solve the problem. Just we have to remember the formulas, and by the method of what we did in the centroid, same method, nothing to worry, it's easy problem, patience is required, so solve carefully. Okay, next we will go to the third problem. So third problem is find the polar radius of gyration for the area shown below. We have to find the radius of gyration, so it's a different problem. So we have to find kp, the radius of gyration, that is that to polar radius of gyration. So what we want to find kp, I want ip divided by area. So to find ip, what I want, I need the centroidal axis. For I need what, Ixx, I need Iyy, so that I can find this ip or Izz. So this problem comprises of all the formulas, okay, related to this area. So for this, what we have to find, I have to find y bar, x bar. Okay, I have to find this many parameters to solve this problem. So consider axis, reference axis. So I'll take at the bottom, this is the reference axis as 1 1, and here only I'll take a reference axis as 2 2. Okay, so I'll divide the whole figure into 3 parts. That is, this one is the G1, this one is the rectangle, and this diagram which you are seeing, it can be symmetrical about the y-axis. So if it is symmetrical about y-axis, one value is known, that is x value. Okay, so in this axis only G1 is present here. For when I come to this, I'll get G2. When I come to this, I'll get G3 for this semicircle. Two rectangles are there, one semicircle are there. Okay, so and what is the widest in x axis? It is 24. So I'll take directly the x bar value will be 24 by 2, correct? That is 24 by 2, it is 12. It is the value of x bar. So they didn't given the what, the units, so you also don't write, that's it. So I'll carry out the procedure. I'll write the column and I'll let you know. So now I'll take the diagram one. The first one I marked is G1. It is the rectangle with the breadth and depth. It is so 4 into 24. So 24 into 4. The value of y is 4 by 2. 4 by 2. It is 2. So 24 into 4 is 96. So a into y will be 96 into 2, 192. So ay bar will be 384. So igx is nothing but bd cube by 12. So bd cube by 12, it is 128. So next one is also G2, is also what? Rectangle. So it is b into d, it is 4 into 12, 48. The g is 4, right? So it will be 4 plus 12 by 2, it is 10. Next 480, 4800. igx will be bd cube by 12, so it is nothing but 360. Okay, now what is the remaining? That is G3, but it is what? Semicircle. What is the area of the semicircle? It is just pi r square by 2, pi into 6 square by 2, it is 56.55. so your y value will be your 4 plus this value, it is 12, right? 4 plus 2, 12. 4 plus 12 plus 4r by 3 pi. The value will be 18.544. So when I multiply a into y, it will be 48.7. Again multiply with distance, it will be this. Then I multiply with igx, that is 0.11. r to the power of 4, it will be 142.56. So easy. Okay, once you know the formulas and once you know the method, it becomes easy. Now what I have to find? I have to find summation of all the areas. It is nothing but 200.55. Now summation of a into y, it is nothing but 1720.7. Next summation of a into y square is 24630.4. Your summation of igx will be 630.56. So I got the raw values. Now I need to find one by one. So what is the first one? So y bar is equal to summation of ay divided by summation of a 1720.7 divided by 200.5. So y bar will be 8.58 mm. Sorry, it's not mm. Let it be, because values are not given. Next, it may be centimeter, mm, or else you can assume anything, mm or centimeter, it will be right. You have to maintain that same unit to all the values. So next, what I want, moment of inertia about 1 that is summation of igx plus summation of ay square. Summation of igx is 630.56, ay square is 24630.4. so moment of inertia about 1 axis is 25260.96. so I'll take as mm to the power of 4. So this is as mm. So all as in mm, all the units in mm I'll take. So this is mm cube, mm to the power of 4. Okay, so once I got moment of inertia about 1 axis, what I can find? I can find the centroidal axis ixx by the parallel axis theorem. What I11 is equal to ixx plus a into y bar square. So ixx is equal to, what is I11, 25260.96 minus area is 200.55 into y bar is 8.58 whole square. So I'll get the value for ixx as 10497.19 mm to the power of 4. So this is the value of ixx. So now what I need to find? I need to find Iyy. So to find Iyy, so what I do see here, Iyy is nothing but I into g1 into x plus I into g2 into y. So the g1 into y plus I into g3 into y. So for full area, I'll combine the g1 of y, g2 of y, g3 of y. So what I'll get, g1 of y means, see here what I was telling. Now g1 of x, so for the rectangle, this rectangle and this rectangle, what I did, bd cube by 12, that to x axis we have finding. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಗೋತಿದ್ವಿ, ಬಿ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12 ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇವಾಗ IXX ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, Iyy. ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನು, ಡಿ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ವೈ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಇದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿ ಬಿ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬೈ 12, ಇದೇನಂತೆ ಪೈ r to the power of 4 by 8. This semicircle will not, okay. So this will become 4 into 24 cube by 12 plus 12 into 4 cube by 12 plus pi 6 to the power of 4 divided by 8. So the value of Iyy will be equal to 5180.94 mm to the power of 4. So what I need to find? I need to find Kp. So to find Kp, I need the Ip. So Ip is equal to what? Ixx plus Iyy. So when I add this both, I'll get Ip value as 1567813 mm to the power of 4. So once I got Ip, I can find the Kp as root of Ip divided by A. So the value of polar radiation of gyration is 8.84 mm. So this is how we solve. So this is very important. With respect to y axis, it will become db cube by 12. So this is how we solve the polar radius of gyration for the area shown. So it is almost same as the centroid, but we have to memorize some of the formulas according to the question, so that we will get a solution. So this is the last problem of this module. Okay, please see carefully. So we have to find radius or minimum radius of gyration. So K, we have to find the least value of radius of gyration for the given volume, for the given area, I can say. So this is the question. What the question is given means, calculate the least radius of gyration. We have to calculate the key radius of gyration as the least value. We don't know the radius of gyration, either kxx is least value or kyy is least value. We don't know which value is the least value. We have to find both kxx and kyy. After that we can tell the least value of the radius of gyration is this. So what we have to find with this, I have to find Ixx. For this I have to find Iyy, and also x bar, here y bar. So I, with respect to the reference axis, I have to find. So I'll take the reference axis as, so this one, okay, reference axis I'll take 2 as the reference axis. Okay, so I'll mention this as G1. So this is 10 mm, this is 10 mm, so this is 120 mm, 100 mm. So three rectangles are there. It is not symmetrical about any axis, so we come with the more number of columns. So I'll write the column first. See here. So what I wrote the tabulation column. See here, the problem is here. So in this page I can't write, so I am taking in this page, that too horizontally. So it will not fit to the screen, but try to understand. So as this is symmetrical alva, so we will get more number of columns. So first is component, next we will get area. After area we can take the value of y x. After yx, then we can take ay value, ay square value, so that we can find directly ay square. Then admele ax value, ax square. After I in the gx, centroidal axis about x axis, centroidal axis about y axis. So this problem will cover all your concepts. So first component, what is that? G1. Next component is G2, G3. So first I'll take G1, and it is a rectangle. So area is 10 into 1800. So it is 180 into 10. So 1800. The value of y will be 10 by 2. So 10 by 2, it will be 5. The value of x, okay, after the value of y, the value of x will be, so see here, this is 10 by 2. What the value of x is? 1800 by 2. So 1800 by 2, it will be 90. Sorry, it is not 1800, it is 180. It's wrong. Okay, printing mistake is there. Okay, 180 by 2, it is 90, because if it is 1800, it will not maintain the proportionality only. So next ay will be, so I'll directly write the answers so that I've calculated. So that is 9000, it will be 45,000. ax will be 16, 2000. ax square will be 1458. So you just calculate it. It will be bd cube 180, 10 cube by 12 with respect to x axis. 180 into 10 cube by 12, it will be 15,000. Whenever it comes here, the scenario changes. 10 into 180 cube by 12, because it is with respect to y axis. So 486 4 zeros. So this is the value for G1. Now we'll see the value for G2. G2 is also rectangle, so the area is 100 into 12, that is 1200. Next, the value of y will be 10 plus 100 by 2, it is nothing but 60. The value of x is 6. Next, the calculation work is there. 72 43 7200 43200. Okay, next bd cube by 12, so it is 12 into 10 cube by 12, it is nothing but, it will be 10 to the power of 3, so 12. Okay, it's 100 to the power of 3, sorry. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So ig at y will be 100 into 12 cube by 12 14400. Then last one, it is the value of G3. The area will be 120 into 10 1200. So it is 10 plus 100 plus 10 by 2. So the value is 1115. This is again 60. So 138 000 158734. So it is just a calculation work. Okay, boring, but when you actually do, it will be very interesting. So I have already calculated it. Okay, I am just copying my values. So once I get the values for all, I'll calculate the total. So summation of A will be 4200. So summation of AY, it will be 219000. AX will be, it will be more, 20235 next it will be 241200. AX square will be more than this, 18943 IGX will be 1025 000. It will be 631 4400. So once we get, just you know the formula, substitute it, you will get the answer. So I'll write directly now. So what I have to find? I have to find the y bar. So the value of y bar, wait a minute. So 219000 divided by 4200, it will be 52.14 mm. X bar value 219, sorry, sigma AX, right? So 241200 divided by 4200, it will be 57.43 mm. So at this coordinate, the value of the G will be situated, the G centroid. Now what we have to find? I have to find IXX. So IXX is to find IXX, for first I need to find I with reference to 1 axis. It is nothing but sigma AY square plus sigma IGX. Okay, so just substitute the values. You will get I11 as 212634 mm to the power of 4. So once we get this, so I can find IXX by I11 minus A into y bar square. So substitute, you will get IXX as 212.61234 mm to the power of 4. Okay, so it's just a calculation work, so I am not doing. Once you find the IXX, you find the IYY. So IYY, so to find IYY, so I will take the moment of inertia about 2. So it will be sigma AX square, just coordinate will be changes, plus sigma IGY. So I already calculated it. So I22 will be 257600 mm to the power of 4. So same value as you calculated upper values. So IYY will be I22 minus A into y bar square. So IYY will be 5139 mm to the power of 4. So now you calculate the kxx value. So you can directly find out. So ixx, iyy, and also you find i11, which is the least value which gives the least radius of gyration is, so k minimum. You can directly find, or you can find all the three, and you can also find, so ixx is the least by area, so k minimum is equal to 48.41 mm is the least value for k minimum. So you can directly compare the value of ixx, iyy, okay, and you can negotiate, or you can compare and tell which will give you the minimum value, or you can find both kxx and kyy and write the value of kxx, k minimum as the least value, and you will get the solution for the problem. So this completes the module 4, the moment of inertia chapter. So I hope you understood. Thank you.